YouTube family, my junk family, entrepreneurs, what's going on? It's Mr. AMG. Um, Wanted to talk about, man, the oversaturation of dumpster rental actually starting to become like unwanted weeds in the backyard. Um, Lately, there's a lot of people popping up with dumpster rental, and nothing wrong with that, but it's a trend lately. And just like with any trend, trends don't last that long, mainly for a specific reason. And it's because the market has people thinking this is where it's at. So everybody stop what they're doing and follows, what the market or what social media influencers may be saying, without giving people all of the actual knowledge as to what's really going to be involved when you get in the dumpster rental game. I have videos on that. I'm gonna touch on a couple of them topics here. Didn't want to make this video too drawn out. It's just something that was brought to my attention by someone. It's something that I have noticed in my own backyard as well. And I'm pretty sure it's something that'll continue to happen for a while. And this is very, very important for those who have been doing this for a while to know that you have to continue to step it up. You have to continue to elevate yourself, separate yourself from, the competition that's out there. Again, not too long ago, I received a phone call, possibly from someone not in their right state of mind, about renting a dumpster for $76 from somewhere. I asked for proof of that. They couldn't confirm any proof of that. So I just took it with a grain of salt. But who's to say that these type of guys aren't out here? Because there are a lot of people who illegally dump. Okay, there are a lot of people who maybe like to burn items in their own backyard to save money. They probably are guys out there that like to take that stuff down to like lakes and fishing ponds and dispose of it that way. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on out there. I don't know. I don't put nothing past anyone when it's time to make a buck out here. All right. But you have to definitely stay on your toes, man. Stay grounded and just know that it's a trend. And, just like the seasons, they come and go. It'll be a lot of people who fall by the wayside just for the simple fact they weren't structurally set up right. And that's all it's going to take. See, you can have all the hustle in the world out here. Okay, you can land a lot of jobs, but if you're not structurally set up right, okay, you're gonna run into a problem and you're not gonna have a good time. That's just the nature of the game out here. That's the world. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. You feel me? If Rolex was such a cheap watch, everyone would have one. But see, Rolex is often duplicated. All right, they the originators, but they're often duplicated. Because people want one so bad. No one's willing to put in the work and the time to actually go and purchase that Rolex that's going to come out of that box from a certified Rolex dealer. All right. People just see something online and they want the shine and they want it right now. Well, that's how I look at dumpster rental. People are getting a lot of information from various sources out there, and they getting their heads filled up with a lot of high hopes and helium and things like that. But there's, just like any drug, the down effect is just as hard as the upward trend. You know what I mean? So I really don't worry too much about it. I take care of the business that I can take care of, and everything else out there I just don't even try to worry about, because there are going to be guys out there that will be more successful than you, who are more successful than you, who are doing it probably a bit cheaper than you. And then there are those guys who out there who are pricing their jobs higher than you, not doing as good of a job, not getting those reviews. It's a mixture. It's a fun bunch of people out there. All right. You just gotta stay grounded. Stay grounded, and many have came, many have came and only a few remain. You know what I mean? So buckle up. It's a storm coming. because people are out there promoting how much money can be made in this market, and that's a no-brainer. If you actually take out a calculator and you calculate any amount of digits and you wanted to times that by a certain amount of days, weeks, or months, you could come up with a figure. It's not rocket science, okay? See, but the rocket science behind getting those numbers, that's what's not being discussed, because that right there isn't attractive. That right there is an eye candy to actually watch on YouTube. People want to see the glitz and the glams and how many followers a person got, and how they living and things like that, when at the end of the day, no one actually knows if that fellow YouTuber is leasing his car, leasing his trucks, leasing his home, actually owns many homes, maybe even live in an apartment. No one knows if this person actually travels and live a good life. No one knows. No one knows what his debts are, and how all this may be just a front. I mean, yeah, it looks good. One of the things that I learned about being in business is that I came out the gate that way, because that's how much of an entrepreneur is in my blood. I always believed in coming out the gate looking the part. I don't just throw myself out here and then figure out my company name, what type of shirts I'm going to wear, what my logo going to look like, what my color scheme is going to be, what type of catchy words I'm going to use, what type of personality I'm going to bring. I've pre-thought all that out a long time ago before I even got started. I have years and years of pre-thought out businesses, so I feel like that kind of gives me the edge, and I constantly keep researching and learning new areas, and the best experience is being out here in public and learning from out here, because there's only so much a 5 or 6 minute video when YouTube can teach you. Okay, I just wanted to leave that with y'all, man, before y'all go out there, spend your hard-earned money, or if you already spent your hard-earned money. And for those who still working and are on the verge of quitting their job, again, I always hammer this home, okay? Don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job just for this here, man, because there's an oversaturation of it. There are people blowing this market up, man, when, some things need to remain at a steady pace so people can really eat and elevate for real, man. But when we inviting the whole world into the backyard, man, it's going to be a lot of close encounters, a lot of pushing and shoving going on. Not literally, you feel me? I'm just speaking, figuratively, so that's what's happening right now, man. This is the year of the dumpster rental baby boomers. All right, be on the lookout for them. You'll see them everywhere. Utility trailers. You'll see them just with pickup trucks. I see a lot of the old pickup trucks that look like Jeepers Creepers pickup trucks out here hauling trash and stuff like that. Hey, I respect everybody that's getting to it. All I'm just trying to make a point is that there are a lot of emerging people in your backyard right now, so you definitely need to be well aware of it. Keep your ear and eyes to what's going on in your area, man, because you want to be the top dog, the big dog, doing what you're doing. All right. Now, you can't stop it if somebody else comes from a trust fund, and he's a trust fund baby possibly, and he pulled up on the scene with just 30 cans, and 5 rigs, and he got a crew with him, and now they the major players in town. Sometimes that's how it go, man. You feel me? It's just like drug game, man. Sometimes you will have a group of people, man, from one side of town moving over to the next side of town, man. I mean, that's just a part of how things go, but you want to be secure in what you got going on and lock down your territory. That's all I'm going to leave with you today. I'm going to check y'all out later. Peace.